Heaven help me.
Great morning, great morning. It's bright and early. Here's my guys.
From so many.
Come on, let's go get breakfast. Come on, soup.
But the loudest voice is the one inside.
My guys.
You feel it? That fire?
Come on, super.
Yeah. Let's ride. I was born in the shadows with a dream in my teeth. Outlaw soul, true tattooed underneath. Got the word in my holster, mine sharper than steel. Faith ain't a feeling, it's a weapon I will. Say the name and the heaven respond. He said, asking my name, now I'm breaking the bones. No chains on my thoughts, no fear in my stance. I believe, didn't doubt, now I'm giving faith a chance. Mind's a battlefield, heart's the general. Doubt's a thief, but belief, that's federal. Holy Ghost ride with me, winning my chest. He said I send the helper, so I never second guess. Mind over matter, storm in my brain. Speak it in his name, watch it break every chain. From the gutter to the gates, I believe I receive what I ask, I achieve. Through the faith that I breathe. Ain't no jail like.
Merry Christmas Eve. We ain't doing that X-Men stuff. They say Christ is the reason for the season, but Merry Christmas Eve. So we out here, we did a little bit of work. I brought him back out here to explain to him task. When I ask you to do a certain task, why it's important that you do that task. And now he understands that, correct? Right, so we had to backtrack and do some of the stuff that he was supposed to do with his cousin, but didn't get done because they wanted to chill. But we got a lot of it done. So we got this big old pile that was here, moved out of here. And then we got it, the pile that was right here, moved. Then we got the tree that was down here, moved. With the pile over there that was there, moved. Chris, get that last limb right there. And put it on one of these three. And then we started 3 garden beds. So our garden beds, we're in a very unique situation. We have so much wood. We don't know what else to do with it but to use that some garden bedding and firewood and then mulch. But we started 3 garden beds. We got some logs down for the edges here. So this is one. This is a 10-footer. And then this one here is a 12-footer. And then this one back here will be a 19-footer. And we have them going from south to north facing because the sun goes east to west here. So the sun will come right up over these garden beds like that, you know, and just have everything nice and full of sun. But as you can see, as I'm cutting down some of these old trees and cleaning up some of the stuff up, all the sun that's down in here. So we have the 3 garden beds. Now, how am I going to get this stuff flat? So essentially what I'm going to end up doing is just taking my chainsaws or my saws and just going through, knock it down flat, knock it down flat. I'm gonna either be taking some weed barrier cloth, laying it on top, and then putting mulch on top of that, and then dirt on top of that, or some way. We'll figure it out. Cardboard, something of the sort. But I will make it work. Believe me, I'm gonna come up with a way to make this thing work. So we have the 3 beds. One's there, one's here, and one's there. Now, if you look at the difference, that one's really wild. Can't see on this side. But what I was saying, if you look at the difference between the 3, this one is really wild. We just stacked it up. It's here. It's in this place. This one is not so wild. We stacked it up, but we cut it down some. And then this one is the least wild because we stacked it up and we cut this one down twice to get it as flat as possible. But once we press this stuff down and get it nice and crunched down, already it's making a big difference. So these are going to be like smaller hugelkultur mounds. Now this big one over here, this one I was just thinking about. I'm like, I'm not worried about if we can't plant it in next year. I wish we could, but again, giving task to people and they don't complete the task and they put everything behind it a little bit. And now this one ain't solely on my son. This is like my nephew and my son and myself and my nephew and my son and myself, and you know, all of us contributed to not getting this done because we had more pressing things like grass and pasture and paddocks to open up and things of that sort. But this hugelkultur mound here, remember we got the base layer in there, stuff is broken down really nice. Now we get another layer of this stuff on top, and then we'll get some mulch put on here, and then we'll get some dirt put onto here, then some more mulch, and we'll just keep making those layers until this mound is about 3 to 4 foot tall coming out of this thing. Rounded at its highest peak in the middle, we want it about 4 foot tall. Lowest point, we want it about 2 foot deep. That way we know once we start planting in this, it has good moisture in it. As you can see here, it has good moisture. And look at it, how it's breaking down. This is just from last year. This is just from last year. Now imagine if we could have got this thing done like I wanted. How much better? Look at that, just from last year. So this thing is going to definitely do its job. And again, if I can find a farmer with some old hay bales that just need to get rid of them, please just come dump them here. Put them on here for us. Help us out. We'll appreciate you. But other than that, move the barbed wire out the way. I mean, we got barbed wire piles everywhere, and that's just from it being strung up in these trees and in the ways that they go. And anyway, but now you can see all the way to the mulch pile. So we'll get that other pile moved out the way. Not today. We're about to go home on Christmas Eve. It was just a quick day. Come up here, check horses, check hay, and stuff of that sort. So we're going to get ready to pack up and leave. And just want to talk about one more other. So down here, we're going to come this far, and we're going to go straight down, straight down, straight down, straight down, straight down. And straight down out to the edge of the property with a straight line here. So to open all this extra space up, and then we'll be looking back into, this is our orchard garden area, we'll be looking back into there. So there's plenty of trees in here that needs to come out. I mean, it's dead trees up here, it's cedars that need to be removed. Although we're getting cedar resistant apple varieties and things, we still want to do as much as we can just to make sure that we don't get any cedar rot on anything. But you can start to really see up in here, man, how much work we've done. It's been crazy. It's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of work. And we're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. Almost there. This is our home. This is our future forever home. This is our orchard. We're standing inside of our orchard garden, but I'm calling it the garden orchard. It sounds more bougie. The garden orchard. This is our garden orchard. So our garden beds there, and then garden beds will come all the way up to here. Like, we're gonna have a bunch of different little garden beds. We're gonna grow all types of stuff here. Some of them we're gonna start directly on the ground, so I'm not worried about that. Then some of them's gonna be like the hugelkultur mound style. That's why they're back that way. So the taller things, or the things that need the sun, the taller things go directly in the ground. Shorter things that need the sun could be put into hugelkultur mounds. I mean, it's just so much to do, so much I've learned, you know. And then come way over here, and then this big old tree here is going to be cleaned up because it still looks really, really good. And this tree here has to go because it's dead up there. That tree is going to go. That tree's gonna go. This thing's gonna be cut out of here. You can cut that down if you want. Cut this one down. It has no purpose here. And then we're gonna start spreading the mulch. We've got a lot of young trees in here that are going to either die or be moved. And then, yeah, but I'm just kind of getting some footage. So fence line's gonna go this way to this tree. And then it's actually gonna come across to this tree here, and then straight out this way. Now we can walk back here, straight out this way. Straight out from there, straight out this way, and then my gate system is here. So I think I planned that correctly. So my gate system's here, and then my other gate system's here. Lower. Lower. All right, so this tree here, I'm gonna cut this tree pretty high, maybe 12 feet tall, and use it as a fence post as well as a light post. Fence post and light post. But we went ahead and got this knocked out of here. I mean, just to open it up. It's amazing. It's amazing. Get the straps and stuff. Speaker. Drink my tea. I got my coffee and my tape measure. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, just look how much it opened up. And then that log that we just cut, like I said, we're just gonna be using natural product. I mean, this completed one garden bed all the way around. It doesn't have to look perfect. It doesn't have to look pretty to everybody else. It's pretty to us because it's natural. And it's not shaped square and stuff. It's almost a weird trapezoid type shape, you know? But it's gorgeous to us, and it works. I need some footage over here. All right, so over here, I need to cut this about 4 foot here, about 3 feet off that side, and just go straight there, so I can open this up to get through. Maybe even more than that. Maybe even more than that. But I needed to see this, and I'm gonna go ahead and get a measurement. From that post to this post, we are 9 feet, 8 foot, about 9 inches away, about 9 feet total length. So I'll come out with a door for this, a nice big one. It's even better. It's even better. So here, I want to come out here, round it off. My post, corner post there, there, and there, there. And start going this way. I want to open it up. All of this will be opened up to the horses. Open, 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 open to here, and then another corner post here. Maybe not. I might just go ahead and open it up to here. Nope, I'm gonna open it up to about here. There'll be mulch in between there too. Corner post here, so to go from that tree to that tree to this tree to here, and then back around. Come on. Merry Christmas, baby. Oh, do you treat me right? Come on, soup, soup. Merry Christmas, baby. You sure do treat me right. Let me stop. Ah, them horses.
You wrote the story of
There's my horses.
life.
Already on.
Fall behind. Before a breath beyond my death,
Hold on, hey,
you are with me on the way
hold on.
to everlasting. Oh, I can't run and I can't hide, even darkness is a lie.
potatoes, and carrots, and some apples, and some barbecue, some treats, and some sugar cubes mixed in there, and they got all the goodies.
Search me, God, and know my heart. Try me, know my anxious thoughts. Yeah. Find the wickedness in me and lead me in the way everlasting. Oh, I can run and I can hide. Even darkness is a light. From the lowest place to the highest praise, you are worthy. Amazing love, how can it be? Far too wonderful for me. There's only one thing left to say. You are worthy. And you formed me in my mother's womb. You know my frame, my flesh and bone. Oh, I'm wonderfully made. I can't